everybody to Sharp Bets Fantasy Sets Championship Round recap. It's been a little bit, but we had to get a show here to hear Mike, let it out and vent, because we were worried about him. He wasn't answering text messages for 3 or 4 days, and we had to do like a welfare check on him. He was very confident. Mike, just, you know what, fuck it. Just go for it. Let out your frustrations, and then we'll all comment who you're blaming. Just go. Go.
Yeah, I mean, it was dark a couple days after the loss. It was a little different than the 13 seconds because I knew we were the better team and we should have won that game. 13 seconds, I don't think we were the better team, and I don't think we should have won that game. The coaching obviously always comes down to the coaching, right? So if you switch coaches, Josh Allen has 2 Super Bowls, and Mahomes has maybe 1 or 2. I mean, who knows whose coach would have been? But I mean, McDermott is the blame a little bit. I'm not going to blame him for everything, but it's just wild. I mean, it's almost like they're just our nemesis. Like, give me the AFC Championship every year and give me a loss like this every year. Like, I'd rather be in this place than not be in the playoffs or not, be a bottom feeder of the league. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love where we are every year, but it's just we just can't get over the Mahomes hump and the Andy Reid hump, and obviously the Zebras too, because we saw what happened there. So let me give you just a quick stat. In playoff history, teams to score 3+ touchdowns in a turnover-free game are 140-19. 140-19. Josh Allen is the only quarterback with multiple losses, and has 3 of those 19 losses, all against the Chiefs within the last 4 seasons. So, I mean, if you're going to tell me that the Bills are going to make the playoffs the past 5 years, and 4 out of those 5 years, I mean, we're facing Mahomes. It's like, dude, how are we expected to make the Super Bowl if we're facing Mahomes? I mean, as you can see, the past 2 years, like, Mahomes has Taylor Swift on her side. You have to understand this is an entertainment. This is not a competition, right? If this was the Olympics, right, that's a competition. The Olympics are a competition. There's no judgment. You can't give a country. You're not going to give the USA a win because the USA has more money. No, the Olympics are a competition. The NFL is an entertainment business, and what you saw on Sunday was entertainment. That's what you saw on Sunday. And I mean, I'll just ask you guys this one quick question. Mm-hmm. It's a yes or no question. I don't need a maybe or it's more than that. Did the Chiefs get bailed out on Sunday?
No.
Okay, sir.
They always do, but that's neither here nor there.
Tim?
Is he sleeping? Tim, you all right?
I think he's frozen.
Yeah, Tim, you're frozen. But it looks like you were engaged in the conversation.
What a perfect stat.
I hope he's not dead. For people listening and not watching, if you're driving, Tim is in a place where it looks like he's thoroughly engaged and possibly like frozen, like Mr. Freeze, and he just is completely frozen. Mike, maybe ask. Okay, Tim.
Mike's my internet just went in and out real quick. I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, you were frozen like this.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking about it too hard. I asked this yes or no question. Did the Chiefs get bailed out on Sunday?
Oof. No.
And then Nas, I already know what your answer is.
No, they did what they do.
Mike, now let me counter a bit because I understand where your frustration is coming from, obviously. My thing with the entertainment thing, you went into that route. If the NFL is truly fixed for entertainment, then it makes no sense how my Dallas Cowboys, the most watched team in the NFL, the most liked team in the NFL, and the most hated team in the NFL, have not made a Super Bowl in 30 years. That's my counter to that.
Correct, but the AFC Championship game this past, the viewership was the most viewership for AFC Championship game ever with these 2 teams.
Right, but look at the calls that have gone against the Cowboys in these games. If the NFL, the Dez catch, like things like that. Like if the NFL is truly right and they wanted teams to get there, why did those calls not go Dallas?
Because things are going the Chiefs' way. They want the 3-peat. That's great for the NFL right now to have a 3-peat in the Super Bowl.
That's perfectly fine. But what he's saying is then the Cowboys should be in the Super Bowl waiting for the Chiefs because that would be the biggest. You have the biggest fan base, the biggest hated fan base, and now the going for a three-peat, and now I think the Chiefs are the most hated.
You need some substance to create entertainment, right? They have substance now. They had no substance with the Cowboys except for their fan base. I mean, with the Chiefs winning the first Super Bowl,
that's all they want. All they want is people to watch.
Well, how do you explain Romo and Jessica Simpson? Like they never got there.
I mean, dude, to be honest with you,
I'm just countering.
Jessica Simpson's not on Taylor Swift's level. Taylor Swift is like
at that time.
At the time, she was singing. Wasn't she doing the intro for fucking Sunday Night Football or whatever it was?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Mike. I do get what you're saying. I understand like your logic, and I don't think you're nuts to think it. Because I do get where your brain's going with that. I just don't think the NFL needs that because it's not the NBA. They're monsters. It could be the Panthers versus the Browns.
They are money-hungry sons of bitches. They don't care about they don't need the money. They don't care. They want the money.
No, but they'll get it anyway. Like the Browns and Panthers could be in the Super Bowl next week, and they're gonna have it might be the most viewed.
They won't get the same amount of money.
It's the Super Bowl. Like the people that don't even like.
Dude, it's all about dollars. They were not going to get the same amount of money if the Browns and whoever were in the Super Bowl. They would not.
I still watch. I don't give a damn.
I would watch it too because we love football. But I'm saying the majority of America would not watch a Browns.
Yes, they would.
Cardinal Super Bowl. I mean, they would not.
They would. A lot of people watch it just for the fucking commercials. That's how ridiculous the Super Bowl's turned into.
Where Mike's coming from, Mike, where you're coming from is right. So, like, you might have. For instance, I have a friend whose wife is a huge Taylor Swift fan, and she'll probably be wearing a Chiefs jersey even though she doesn't care about football. That's where you're coming from. So, like, she'll be watching because Taylor Swift's guy is there.
Because Taylor Swift's going to be on TV.
I mean, you guys cannot be naive to literally every playoff game they're getting calls that other teams are not getting, and it's consistent. You're not going to tell me that wasn't a first down. You're not going to tell me. Even my 94-year-old grandpa, who can barely see the TV, was calling that a first down. Anybody can see that was a first down.
I get that, but Mike, at the end,
not only that, then they threw a flag on the pass to Kincaid, and then literally the flag disappeared. That flag was for if Kincaid caught the ball.
But here's my thing, Mike.
Usually, you talk about a flag that disappears. Oh, we picked up the flag. There was no call. They didn't even mention anything about it.
I think Romo fucked up on that, though. I don't think there was a flag.
There was a flag on TV. You saw the yellow on the bottom of the screen?
I think it was a Chiefs glove or towel or something. No, I don't know.
The announcers are not in charge of putting the flag on there. The flag was already on there.
But Mike, my thing is at the end of it, all that bullshit, and I do get it because, listen, I've been through more heartbreaking. I've actually been through as many heartbreaking because you didn't live through the '90s, Bills. I've been through as many heartbreaking playoff losses as you have. Nothing, I don't care about 13 seconds. Nothing will top the Romo drop snap. I'm sorry. Like, there's nothing on earth that will fucking top that as a playoff loss, in my opinion, except the Russell Wilson interception. Like, that's it. So, at the end of the day, though, like, you had the ball with Josh Allen with 3 minutes, 3 timeouts, down 3. Like, that's, if you had signed up for that, you gotta, like, I'm not saying it's Josh Allen's fault, but, like, you were there.
Correct. I mean, we ran the tush push a little too much.
Yes.
But that was a first down. Everybody knows on this show that was a first down. If we get that first down, we 100% score. I don't have a doubt in my mind. We score, and then we stop the Chiefs and go to the Super Bowl. But that was
because they didn't return. I'll get to you. Naz, give me one more thing. You said that they. So in your logic, then let's say because they reviewed the play. So if they give them the first down or review that play, since the refs are on the Chiefs' side, you really think they reverse that and say Josh Allen's short?
Well, no. The call on the field was that he was stopped.
That's what I'm saying. So let's say he got it, but then the Chiefs
wanted if the call on the field saying he got it, they wouldn't reverse it saying he didn't get it.
Then it doesn't pan out why they would be on the Chiefs' side then.
Because, dude, if you see the two refs, one comes in from the field, the other one comes from the side of the field. The one in the middle of the field, he was supposed to hand the ball off to. Josh ended up giving to the other guy, the other referee, the referee that was calling him a first down. So, I mean, if you look at that, Josh gave the ball to the other guy who was calling him short. It's like he should have gave the ball to the other guy.
But the guy who called him short was actually on the side Josh Allen was pushed on. So, like, to me, that kind of made sense how he would have a better spot. You know what I'm saying?
In Josh Allen's eyes, he probably thought he would get a better spot.
Are you questioning that was a first down, Scott?
I'm just saying I think calls even out, man. There was a face mask on the sideline that didn't get called on the Bills. Like it happens. Like at
the Xavier Worthy catch. I'm not going to go into every play, dude. But what I'm saying is that first down literally determined the game. We lost the game on that first down, and everybody on earth knows that was a first down. But in positive news, I'll get off the negative news. Josh Allen is only 27 years old. Peyton Manning didn't win a Super Bowl until he was 30 years old.
Right.
Josh Allen's been to 2 FC championship games in his first 6 years of his career. Peyton Manning didn't get to 2, and I think when he turned 30, that was the second one. But I mean, so I like I said, I'll take this any year. I'll take this every year. Give me the AFC Championship with Mahomes every year. This is going to be David versus Goliath for many more years to come, at least 5-6 more years.
So you would take just a question. You would take this losing to Mahomes every year? Like you'll take that as long as you see your guys
and not making the playoffs and being a top 10 pick? Yes, I will.
I agree with that. I'm with Mike on that.
I think everyone would sign up for their team getting to the AFC Championship game.
Because I know I would. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I mean, you have to understand the Bills are making history, and not for the good reasons, because the Bills are the first team in NFL history to win a playoff game in 5 straight seasons and not reach the Super Bowl in any of them.
Can I just say, too?
That's wild. That's wild.
What I did say all year, and I mentioned in chat, Chiefs don't score 30 points all game, and they have to, and they do. Like,
the Bills
they're just a
cannot play
different.
defense.
They're just a different. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying it's Josh Allen. So I don't think the game was on Josh Allen. Like,
no, I'm just saying the Bills' defense just cannot play defense in the playoffs. I don't get it because in this regular season we can.
I have
was
to.
Matt Milano out there?
Yeah.
Tyron Johnson.
But our second cornerback, Christian Benford, got hurt like in the middle of the second quarter, and fucking Kareem Elam came in, and they just started picking on him, throwing every ball.
5, right? Either 5 or 9.
Yeah, 5. He's 5. Yeah.
So you mean the Chiefs are smart?
Yeah, no, I'm saying Benford got hurt. That was huge for us.
I got to bring up one more thing which bothers me, and it bothered me last year. Mike, I want you to know if you think this had anything to do with it. I think you're going to say no. I think you're wrong on this. Last year, when the Chiefs are warming up, Justin Tucker is stretching where they're warming up, poking the fucking bear. You sent that thing with Matt Collins, taunting Patrick Mahomes. You could say it has nothing to do with it. Why even risk it? What are you doing?
I 100%, Scott. I 100% can guarantee you that nobody on the Chiefs players saw that happen.
Bullshit. I think you're wrong about that.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Matt Collins, that's his animal from, I think it was
Sesame. Muppet Baby? Yes.
Yeah, I think it's the Muppets or something. He's the one that like eats the frog or like just fucks with
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog is supposed to be. But I guarantee you, nobody, dude, they're getting ready to play in the AFC Championship game. Nobody's on their phones looking at these fucking Instagram posts.
Someone else in there is.
By the way, Matt Collins had a good game for himself.
He did. He had a really good game.
Matt Collins was the best receiver the whole year. I mean, that guy is a stud, man. And I hope we resign him.
No, I'm just saying he dressed like him and then he balled out. So he did.
But that's completely not my point. Like,
I don't think that lit any fire under the Chiefs.
I think you're telling me that one young kid who's 21, a receiver, isn't on social media and saw that and hey Pat, look what they're doing. You're like, that is crazy. And even the slight chance that that's a possibility, why even fucking do that? I'm sorry. Like, Tim, are you on my side with that? Like,
100%. Yeah. Why would you give ammunition to the juggernaut? It's like, just suit up, play the game. Why you got to make a big deal? I know he's been doing it all year, and a lot of the things that he dresses up as is humorous, and I'm sure it gets him some sort of endorsements, like, oh, we're going to send you that shit to wear because they're going to make a big deal out of it in the NFL. But man, it's
sorry, but this is the NFL. This is the AFC Championship game. If you're going to take that as another piece of
bulletin board,
like some fire, I mean, then you don't.
Sometimes you get bored as a team that's been there, and you got to have something to motivate you. Like when you're a team winning all these championships and games, you get kind of like, oh, whatever, and then sometimes it's like, oh, you know what? Fuck it. Because a team like that might be so used to winning. If you get up 14-0 on them, they might just lay down and die like, oh, fuck it. Like, it happens in hockey, in any sport. Like, whatever. Step on the throat when you have the chance. If I'm the coach there, if I'm a Bills fan there, and I know Matt Collins had a good game, I am livid. Like, I am livid because I personally feel like it had something, maybe a slight motivation. Nas, you don't think so?
No, I mean, both of you are like, I see where Mike's going, but I also see like with this generation and like right now, there's somebody on the phone that's seen that. Like it could be an
Someone saw it.
equipment
Yeah.
manager, like
Exactly.
it could be
Josh.
anybody. But I get exactly what Mike's saying. Like if that's like ammunition, then like what are we about to play AFC Championship game now? But I get both sides.
Michael Jordan used
It's
to
different
make
though
up
what happens on the
stories that
field.
didn't
Like
I was gonna say MJ used to do the same thing. He take some little thing below the proportion and then drop 50 on somebody. Just for
Yeah,
something dumb.
both sides make sense, but I can see both sides.
I could see the Tucker thing because that happened on the field, like right before the game about to start.
Yeah, well,
Like,
that was worse. That was
worse.
absolutely.
That was worse. But I mean, for the Chiefs to turn over the ball and we did not turn over the ball, you know, we should have won that game. And
Man, first of all, Josh Allen should have threw 2 picks to start the game, bro. He was
Yeah,
tight as hell in the beginning.
yeah, that first drive was terrible. But dude, we're not a first quarter team. We're not a first drive team. It's ridiculous. If you look at the whole season, I knew you were going to have a bad drive the first game.
Mike, do you put it all on Kincaid? Is it like the same thing as last week where it was all Mark Andrews? Like that's who I blamed. Catch the fucking
Mark
ball.
Andrews had multiple fuck ups. Kincaid really only had one.
That's a tough catch.
And that's a tough catch. The ball was literally swirling in the wind. It was like straight and then it curved. So he had to like adjust his body.
And
Yes.
I'm just gonna say
He should have made that catch. Yes,
he should have. He's getting paid millions of dollars.
Yes,
It's a hard catch, but you make the catch. Come on, dude. It's an AFC Championship.
I'm gonna say though, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are the only 2 quarterbacks who could make that throw.
That throw was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was absolutely absurd. It's an absurd throw. Like when he threw that up, I was like, "Well, what the fuck is he?" I knew you had it because it was 4th down, but like, I was like, "Oh, that's intercepted," and like Kincaid was wide open. I couldn't believe it, man. And then this is why the Chiefs are so good. Like
that play. If you look at Spagnuolo drew up a fucking great defense.
I would have. Yeah, he did the right thing
the whole day. He blitzed the corner, and Josh Allen did not adjust the blocking to the other side. That was where he fucked up, Josh. I'll give it.
Coaching is big in the NFL.
Josh has to fucking see the blitz from one side, and he has to adjust the scheme at the line at that moment.
The way they ran at Josh Allen that last play is what they should have did to Mahomes in the 13-second game. They sat back and played like. Sometimes, if you send zero blitz, you send it, and if the guy makes a fucking play, like if Josh Allen makes that play, as a Chiefs fan, you tip your fucking hat. It's like, all right, it's better than sitting back there just fucking picking apart the team. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, then Mahomes was supposed to have a second turnover. He fumbled and we recovered it, but they called offsides on Ed Oliver. I looked at the replay 10 gazillion times. That was not offsides. Not offsides. I mean, dude, as much as for every player in every game, both of those things happen. Goals are going to go both ways, but you cannot say it doesn't go more for the Chiefs. You can't.
Oh, it absolutely does.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear the Brady shit because the Brady shit, he was always the best. That was always the best team on the field. On Sunday we were the better team on the field.
Yeah, but like superstars get calls, man.
Josh Allen's not a superstar.
He is, but what call didn't he get? Like there was no
the first down.
I guess, but like it's like a roughing the passer didn't get called or something.
What Super Bowl is this? The Super Bowl 59?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Right.
Was that your question?
Yeah, because let's talk about the positive. Like we got a Super Bowl to talk about.
Well, can I also get on since I'm getting on Matt Collins? I'm also gonna get on Jaden Daniels because after he did his stupid dance when they were down 2 touchdowns, he didn't score another fucking point once again. Like you're down 3 touchdowns. What are you doing? And guess what? You didn't score a point after that. That's what you get.
Man, let that brother live.
Yeah,
I
mean,
they got
the 2-point conversion to make it an 11-point game.
Man, let that brother play, bro.
Washington, Dan Quinn is such a losing coach. I am serious. Listen, last year he lets up 48 points in the biggest game, and this year when his team needs defense the most, 55 fucking points.
Just have fun with Brian Schottenheimer. Don't leave Dan Quinn alone.
I'm gonna be honest. Long story short, I went to Philadelphia for that NFC Championship game. I didn't watch it in the stadium, but I was in the atmosphere. Once I seen Saquon break that first run, I kind of knew it was ball game.
Yeah,
I knew it was over.
Yeah.
But the environment was fun though. It was pretty cool. Those people there get crazy.
Oh yeah, they're nuts. Absolutely. Let's
one kid died. There was an 18-year-old that died from jumping off a freaking pole.
Well, he didn't jump off. He fell off that thing, Mo.
Yeah.
Oh, he fell off.
Well,
Yeah, they
bro,
greased it
don't
up for him.
Yeah, they
climb poles. Like, just.
Shooting guns.
See,
Yeah,
the way
Yeah, you
gravity
saw that
works is-
shit.
yeah, that's good.
All right, so first thing, we'll do a quick roundtable. Honestly, there's not much stuff. We'll talk more next week about the game, but like, Mike, the Chiefs are opening up as a -1.5. It's pretty much a pick 'em. I think it'll get to like. What's your first thought of this game? Do you think the Chiefs repeat? I know it could change in a week, but like, what's your first like? Are you sick of did you this matchup? Fuck this matchup. You know what I mean? Or
I mean, you guys are probably not going to agree with what I'm saying, but I'm boycotting the game. I'm not going to watch the game. I already told my wife we already have. Yeah, I'm not going to watch the game.
You're not watching the Super Bowl?
No, I'll come home and watch the highlights of Kendrick Lamar at halftime. I want to see his performance. I'll just watch it on the internet. But no, I have no reason to watch the Super Bowl. I watched many Super Bowls in my life. To miss one Super Bowl is not going to kill me. And
can
So
I
what are you
ask,
gonna
are you
do?
dead? Like, I'm not even fucking with you because that's not hyperbole. Like, you're dead serious. Like,
I'm dead serious. I'm boycotting Super Bowl. Yes.
So what are you gonna do?
What do you mean? It's the same thing I would do the following Sunday. There's no football on.
Probably bang his wife. Let him live. Let him live his life.
No, but it's like anywhere you turn, like you go on your phone, super like you're gonna see something like what? Oh, all right,
I'm
all right.
gonna hold you to Mike. I'm not saying you're a liar. I just have to see that before I believe it. Like
I'll FaceTime you, Scott, and show you where I'm at during Super Bowl. How about
It's
that?
the same dude who went radio silent for 4 straight days after his team lost. Yeah, I think he can miss one day of life. Like that's.
Dude, I mean, I've watched almost every Super Bowl since the late '90s. I mean, I'm not gonna.
You're gonna miss history with the Chiefs 3-peat.
No,
This loss hurt that bad, Mike?
I mean, dude, it's not really. Yes, I mean, it did hurt really bad. It's just the way it got called. Yeah, it's just I don't trust myself to watch a football game and know how it's going to go. I mean,
So if the Bills get that first down and Josh Allen turns it over, you're fine with that. You're a whole different Mike right now.
yes.
I kind of agree with that. Like
I'll make a pick. I'm going to pick the Chiefs because that's what the NFL wants. So I'm going with the Chiefs plus. You said plus money? Plus?
No, they're a -130, so it's basically like -1.5.
I'll take the Chiefs -1.5. Is my pick.
I understand what Mike's saying though about the loss because like I know the Romo loss is the worst loss, but I still find the Dez catch more frustrating because at the end of the day, the guy made a mistake. Romo made an error. It's an error in baseball. It happens. It wasn't left up to the refs. Whereas the Dez catch, it was like the refs, you felt like stripped that away from you. And like that is harder to live with than your quarterback throwing an interception. You know what I mean? I do understand that logic. Nas, what's your first thought of this game? You did have the Eagles in the Super Bowl versus the Ravens. I had the Eagles Bengals, so we're both half right.
Honestly, Scott, like I don't know. I don't.
You're not watching.
I need like a couple days to process. I got a lot going on. Like I really don't know.
First inkling for me, it's just once again, I just have a hard time picking against the Chiefs. I have to see it. I have to fucking see it. But I wouldn't be shocked if this is the same exact type of Super Bowl as they played 2 years ago. And let's be honest, Jalen Hurts was the best player on that field. So it should be interesting. Tim,
Guess who's the best player on the field now? It's not Jalen Hurts. Yeah, can anyone stop Saquon Barkley? No one has yet.
Steve Spags 2 weeks?
No, it doesn't. I don't care. No one stopped him yet. If he's going to put 8 in the box and then A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, they're going to cook. You pick your poison, right? Everyone's been the whole year like, oh, quarterback can't throw. Quarterback's holding him back. Well, guess what? We're going to find out. Because if you think Spagnuolo is the fucking genius, then he's going to do everything he can to not let Saquon beat them. And we're going to find out.
You said pick your poison. If I'm picking my poison, I want Jalen Hurts to try to beat me.
That's it. It's the Lamar. It's the Lamar factor.
No, I want
Lamar to try to beat you. You don't let Derrick Henry beat you.
I'm stacking the box. I'm trying to let Jalen Hurts try to throw for 300, 400 yards against me. Go ahead. Try. Just go ahead. Go and try.
Now I got a question.
With their offensive line, you could stack the box. Barkley's still going to get his.
Yeah,
That's fine.
For sure. I have a question. If Jalen Hurts outplays Mahomes to win this Super Bowl, is he a top 3 quarterback?
No. Not at all. That's just no.
Everyone's allowed to have a good game in the Super Bowl.
No, you have Barkley. Barkley makes you so much better, bro.
Listen, Jalen Hurts could win the Super Bowl, and he's probably not even a top. 8 quarterback. He's
Because
probably
I've heard from somebody that
not a
if
top
Jalen
10.
Hurts
Hell
outplays
no.
Mahomes and wins the Super Bowl, he has to go as a top 3 quarterback.
Well, that person, and I don't want to insult them, but I'd probably disassociate myself from them. What a
There's
dumb
something.
take.
There's
What a
something.
stupid take. Like,
There's something to say about someone who wins, and Jalen
Right.
Hurts wins, right?
he does.
But
Yeah.
it's the eye test. It's
Right.
you put somebody else on the Eagles team at quarterback,
Right.
and they're automatically significantly
Oh.
better than they were before they were not on the team.
And we also forget, like, the Eagles might be. This is why my brother, Eagle fan, very, very annoying last couple of
Very
weeks.
annoying.
He was like,
Not for
He was
nothing.
like-
Majority Eagle fans are annoying. So it's,
he was like, oh, who would you rather see win, Washington or Philly? And I honestly said, you guys, because I hate teams that come out of nowhere that I know stink. Whereas the Eagles, like, the Washington's going to win 7 games next year. Everyone's going to have them as the NFC champion, and they'll win 7 fucking games. I'll keep that file.
No, I don't think 7, but
7 and
everybody.
10. 7 and
Clip it.
10. Absolutely.
The Cowboys have a better
they
record
will
than that.
finish ahead of the Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys will have a better record than the Washington Commanders next year.
I bet you a
bugging.
bottle of Tito's
Nah,
on
you
that.
bugging.
Okay, dollar.
Oh, you're a bottle of
You
Tito's
already
on
own
that.
a bottle of Tito's. Can you fucking pay up first, Nas? We got to drink something next time we
Anyway.
hang out.
I think
Anyway.
Scott is drinking something already with that kind of statement.
And it's not that outrageous. Dallas was 7 and 10 this year without their quarterback. Like, it's not
With
that
a,
crazy.
with a Super Bowl winning coach.
Who's their
A
quarterback?
Super Bowl fucking losing coach. That's what
Who's their quarterback?
Who's quarterback?
Dallas.
Dak.
Oh, okay.
What kind of question is that? Like, screw their quarterback. So the Eagles are a great franchise, so I don't care. They know how to build a team. Howie Roseman fleeces everyone. They have 2 number 1 receivers, by the way. Jalen Hurts has 2 number 1 receivers, a top tight end, one of the best offensive lines in fucking football, which he's had for 4 years. So, like, this whole notion, once again, like Tim or Mike said, the eye test, like, Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, like, bro, he's, I mean, you could plug in some quarterbacks in that system, and I don't want to say they'd be in the Super Bowl, but they'd be contenders regardless.
But when I say it though, like I got friends, but when I say something like that, then I'm being ignorant and I don't know what I'm talking about. But
I'll tell them, well, I do a podcast and you don't, so shut up. That's what you say. Put it on. You're the only one whose has balls enough to put it on record. Whether it's 10 to 20 views, Nas, it's out there for everyone to.
they watch the podcast, they hear it. They'll hear
Call them idiots right now. Call them by name.
Well, you guys are idiots.
I'll say one thing. I'll say one thing.
guys.
Mike, I'm having flashbacks right now because 2 years ago when my boys made it, and then Brock Purdy got hurt in the NFC Championship game, and the Eagles blew him out. I was salty with damn self. So I'm having flashbacks. I feel what you're paying, brother. It sucks to get to the championship game and losing. You know what I'm saying?
Because he also got hurt. Yeah, you had Josh Johnson. I mean, that sucks.
Yeah. We had so like I understand losing in the big games. It's rough, but I still watched the Super Bowl. Wasn't happy about it, but I still watched it.
Well, that's because you weren't stripped it away by the refs. Kyle Williams.
Well, we've had
fucking
those in the years too. So
Kyle Williams and Richard Sherman are the ones that ruined your Sundays.
we got robbed by some refs too. Don't get it
We
twisted.
did.
Now.
That Giant game, little known fact, that Giants game, Bradshaw fumbled the ball in overtime and they blew the whistle before he was fucking down. Remember that? And you couldn't review it back then because he was down by forward progress when his knees were going forward. That's why the Giants get so lucky that like everything goes their fucking way when they win a Super Bowl. Oh, it's such bullshit.
So Scott, what's your first reaction? You said it already.
Chiefs, yeah.
But I feel your pain there, Mike. I feel your pain, bro.
Nobody's picking the Eagles?
I'm
picking the
not
Eagles.
picking them.
Yeah,
I don't know yet.
I don't know.
You could book it right now. I'm picking the Eagles.
Eagles?
Really?
Mike, I'm more like I don't want to pick the Eagles because I don't like them.
Yeah.
But like I try not to let that get in the way of my fandom. Yeah.
See, I got like friends that like every day, like I consistently hear about the Eagles, about the Eagles. So it's like, all right, I don't know.
Yeah, it's also annoying because like this is your 3rd Super Bowl in 6 years, and they act like, oh, woe is me. That's annoying too about Eagle fans. My brother, oh, typical, we're gonna lose. You've seen 9 NFC championships in 20 years. Like, what the fuck do you mean, woe is me? I haven't seen one in 29 years. Like, enough.
Speaking of Eagle fans, do you see the video of that Commanders fan walking off of stadium and the Eagles fan ripped his hat off and they were like,
yeah.
like, come on, fan. Nah, bruh. Nah, you don't do that to somebody.
What are we doing? every Commanders fan that like, because I was down there, so every Commanders fan that like walked in, they were just trolling. I'm like,
That's fine though. I don't think
You
there's
control
anything wrong with
somebody.
No, you
You
can
don't
troll
put
and
your
do, but
hands.
don't put your hands on another.
Also,
like
too,
that.
and I know it's so stupid. We got to get past the fact of like, well, that's what you get when you go to. That is the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
I think there is etiquette though to be an away fan. Like I've been to Cowboy Eagle fans, and I think or Eagle games as with a Cowboy jersey, and when my team scores, I'll cheer, but it's not obnoxiously, and then you just sit back down. It's when you're rubbing it like you're asking for trouble. Like
Yeah.
what's wrong with you? Like your team.
No, but
scores a
I'm saying the
touchdown.
two Commanders fans, they were walking out the stadium. You know,
Yeah.
obviously they're hanging their head down because whatever, to the L. They're just walking off, and then do just yank his head off. Come on, bro. Nah, yo, you don't do that to somebody.
But I'll be honest. There's some terrible Jets fans. I've been to
Yeah,
Jets
when I
games
was-
where I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, me too.
guys, what the fuck are you doing? Like, don't be that guy. Like, there's those type of fans all over the place.
There's
I
terrible
think it's
people, Tim.
yeah. I just think there's something
everywhere.
about the Eagles. It's easy to pick on that franchise. Like, oh well, we got another video of them, or they're
But it starts from the throwing batteries at Santa or snowballs at Santa. It goes from the
Yeah, say how they coming to it. First of all right, you know. What I'm
oh, bah
Man,
humbug, sir.
Put
Just
on
because you didn't get a
Mahomes
present
jersey
this
on
year,
the
right?
Rocky.
Yeah.
Put-
So
put 'em
anyway, we got that. We got the Puppy Bowl next Sunday with
all right, that's it.
D-Bone Samuel and
That's
Paul
my pick.
Allen coming up. So all right, guys, enjoy your Pro Bowl.
Is anybody watching the Pro Bowl?
You're damn
No,
right.
true story. So, really quick, we'll keep this in the episode. My wife, we're having our baby shower on Sunday, and she was like, I can't have it during, I was like, you can't have it during like the NFL playoffs. And she goes, well, what's a day that works? And I go, do February 2nd because it's the Pro Bowl. And she doesn't know anything about football. And she goes, well, will people not come because of the Pro Bowl? I go, listen, if people don't come because of the Pro Bowl, you don't want to be their friends anyway.
Touche.
Hey, man. Hey, Pro Bowl's a big game. You know what I'm saying?
Can't wait to watch dodgeball.